Good morning, Owl family. This is it's 9:42 in the morning, April 6th. Finally got to talk to a doctor. Apparently, all this time, now we've been here a week, they didn't know I existed. I've got my little hobbit corner in his room. I don't know how they haven't seen me there. Beside the point, though. Cornered a doctor. Made her sit down. Made her answer questions. Whole lot of information we didn't know. A whole lot of information we didn't know. And I'm going to try to be as calm as possible. I've done had one smoke. No, it's nothing like that. Okay. We found out more about the descending dissection of his artery that goes down. It's not a little rip, y'all, like we were told. The rip starts a little above his heart. Apparently they've done an ultrasound that I didn't know about. The rip hasn't gone in his heart, thank gracious. Please pray that it don't. But apparently now, the descending dissection of his artery goes from just above his heart all the way down below his heart to where the artery splits off to either feed the kidneys or go down to the feet. Sorry, y'all. It's been one hell of a roller coaster. So basically now, the rip's not fixable. There's a possibility that it will heal itself. Apparently he's still getting good blood flow to his organs and down to his feet. The rip's way bigger than they ever let us know. Hold on, I'm gonna get myself together. I'm trying not to be an emotional wreck, y'all. I'm trying my best not to be. But it's way, way bigger and longer than they let us know. And apparently, the small spot of pneumonia on his found out left bottom lung is also over on his right bottom lung. But now they're not sure if it's pneumonia or if it's edema, which is water buildup. So they have him on Lasix trying to pull the water out of him. Now, unfortunately, that's pulling all of his potassium out. So they're pumping him with massive amounts of potassium as well. And lots of heavy, hardcore antibiotics. They're going to try to wean him down off of this apparently the special oxygen machine to get him on the wall oxygen. They never told me that oxygen machine that he's been on was heavy duty special oxygen. I didn't think there was differences between oxygen in the hospital. Apparently there is. They're going to try to wean him off this specialized oxygen today to get him on the wall oxygen. His feet are doing really good and his legs are doing really good. They're not swelling or anything. But today, this morning, they decided to um, put the boots, massaging boot things on day 7. They waited to day 7 to start using those. Finally got him to doctor the ungodly allergic reaction on his arm from the tape. They finally doctored that. And I had the doctor look at it again. I said, that's a lot worse than what they think it is. I told them, please put some Silverdine on it, something. So apparently they're going to bring wound care in for that one. Now, both his hands and his arms are kind of swollen, and that's got me worried because that's a sign of edema. And then she said that she was worried about his right arm where the breakout is swollen so bad. The IV something's backlogged or something, I don't know. And there's a possibility of blood clots in his arm. And I was just like, what the hell? So they're going to do an ultrasound on his arm and everything later on. We're still waiting for the social worker and the patient's advocate to come in. We finally got I finally got power of attorney. Took 5 nurses to get that to work. 5 nurses and a doctor who the doctor lied and didn't tell nobody to come into the room. We're waiting for that. Now, of course, Tinion's not as slick as I am. And she didn't like it because he was recording the conversation. She said she's fine with being recorded, but that he has to give them a heads up first. I just looked at him. I'm like going, not slick enough, baby. You're just not used to having to be sneaky. So far, we know a little bit, but we don't know everything. They're still keeping us in the dark. I tried to slip out of what I'm beginning to call the penitentiary this morning at 7:30. I tried to slip out to come down to have a hide. Yes, hide to have a smoke to calm down because I got woke up multiple times during the night. I haven't had a whole lot of sleep at all. Thankfully, he slept. He has been sleeping. But they're keeping his blood pressure so low, he really don't have no other choice but to sleep. He was on a liquid diet for a while. They have started him on a heart healthy diet. And it worried me yesterday. The same area where he was hurting first time started hurting again. And of course, that just worried me to death that it started hurting again. She swears all his vitals for his organs and everything are great. Here's another funny thing. He was supposed to have been getting heparin shots because they was giving him heparin first through the IV. And she's like going, well, he's been getting heparin shots. I'm like going, no, he's not. He hasn't been. She goes, yeah, the little shots in the stomach. I said, that man has not got any shots in his stomach. I've watched it all. Apparently, somewhere in between then and there, somebody's dropped the ball, and so he's going to be going back on heparin in case there's blood clots in his arms, in his arm. Miracle needs to happen. One has already happened, and he's still alive. Miracle number two is I haven't gone and lost it on these people. I know to stay calm because they won't do nothing if you get wild or upset. I did get upset last night, and hopefully this means balls rolling. Like I said, I tried to go down for a smoke this morning at 7:30 because I could get out the doors, but I can't get back into, lockdown because the hospital's on lockdown from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. You can't get back in the penitentiary if you leave. I walked out of the room at 7:30, trying to hurry, get down here, get a couple smokes, come back up. Was told no, don't go nowhere. That I couldn't leave. The doctor was going to be coming at any minute to the room. Over an hour and a half later, the doctor shows up. Now, I'd been awake, fully awake, since 5 o'clock this morning. I did finally get a good shower. Did get a really good shower this morning. So here it is, 9, almost 10. I got one smoke in me. I'm going to get another one. And I'm going to finish this video up later today as everything progresses. My wish to keep this as records and as a prayer that nobody else in this country or anybody else in the world has to ever go through this again. Nobody deserves this. To be kept in the dark, to be lied to, especially when somebody's life is on the line. And if you're a doctor, I hope you hear this. You take an oath. You take an oath. When you take that oath, that is your word. Your main reason is to heal people. Your word is the most precious thing you'll ever own. And when you take an oath, you swear to heal people. Start acting like it means something. Because you're not God. You're a healer, and you're supposed to do everything within your power to heal. There's a lot of doctors out here that don't give a rat's ass about those people that's laying in that bed before them, nor their families. And you better start taking that oath seriously. Alright, I'm gonna get another smoke, get up to that room, and I will check in later today because I'm keeping a virtual record of this. I love everybody. I will eventually get to your comments. Bless you each greatly for keeping us in your prayers. Because this was keeping him alive and keeping me sane. I'm a strong woman, but after a while it beats down on you. I'm not out yet, but I am weak. Because these people are trifling. Trifling. Alright, I'll get off here, pull myself together, get a smoke, get back inside to him. Yeah, there was something else I forgot. I'll bring that up in the next part of this video. And I figured they was going to try to pull that one too. Alright, love y'all, and I'll see y'all back here after a while. Okay, second part of update on April 6th. I'm calmer than I was this morning. It was a massive amount of information dumped on us. Information that's been kept from us. Now, let's go back to the late afternoon of April 5th. I forgot to mention therapy come in. His blood pressure was stable at 111/60. So they proceeded to get him to sit up in the bed and moved him over to the big rolling tall hospital recliner. He done fine. He was really, really wobbly because he was lightheaded. Got him in the chair, in the recliner, covered him up, reclined it, took his blood pressure. It shot up to 157, I think over 78, 79, something like that. They immediately said that they wasn't going to do any more therapy because his blood pressure jumped way too much. So they had him sit in the chair until his blood pressure went back down. And they moved him back into the bed and said that they wouldn't be back to do therapy until they could control his blood pressure. So he got back into the bed, covered up. They gave him more blood pressure medicine. Of course, the poor man went back to sleep. Okay, now back to the wee hours of the morning, 5:30, April 6th, a.m. Nurse comes in. I was already woke up because I'd heard them two talking, and I was just laying there. And then she started talking about the big C, and that just automatically got him mad. Mad. She was talking, excuse me, y'all. She was talking about the C and everything, and he told her, "You better not jab me." And I'd automatically said the same thing at the same time. She says, "Well, we have to be precautious about that." He says, "You come at me with that jab, and I'm going to sue you for attempted murder." She forced a test on him because it's mandatory, but they haven't done a test yet. But she done a swab this morning. We ain't heard anything. He don't have it. We don't have it. We haven't had it yet. Don't intend to. And he looked me dead in the eyes after she left. And he told me that if they come anywhere near him with that needle, stop them, stop them, and to be prepared to file charges of attempted murder. That was another reason why I was upset this morning. Doctor talk went very well. She was very polite. She knew they'd screwed up. She had no clue that we'd been kept in the dark all this time. So she answered what questions we had, and we both told her from now on there better be 100% transparency of everything pertaining to him, and they had better tell him as well as me everything, that we will be seeking attorneys if there's any more lies or things held in the dark. We found out today, another reason why I was upset this morning, that he's going to have to file for full disability now. He's going to have to give up the love of his life being a truck driver because of that massive rip. Now he's not going to be able to do that or much of anything anymore. So now we have to face filing for full disability. And this morning I wasn't thinking straight. Sleep deprivation, frayed nerves will get you. I'm better this afternoon than I was this morning. It was just too much to take in all at once when we could have known all this from the beginning as it went along. And what I was trying to say this morning was the rip, thank gracious, has not gone into his heart yet. Unfortunately, there's still a possibility, but I'm not claiming that. It's not going to happen. But it starts at the main artery that comes out of your heart and goes back down to feed all of your lower body. The rip goes from right above the heart all the way down the main artery down to just barely above where it turns into two femoral arteries is what I think she said they're called. I used to know all this. My mind. Too much stress, y'all. The rip stops just barely above that. I asked her, I said, could the rip keep going? She said, yes. Yes, it can. But for now, it has stopped. Their goal is to keep his blood pressure at 110/70 or lower. They're still tweaking the medication. So we got a long road ahead of us. But he's facing the facts now that he won't be able to drive anymore. And I know that's killing him more than anything, and there ain't shit I can do about it. All I can do is be there by his side and give him every ounce of strength I can and support him through this and take care of him. Earlier, we had the visit from someone called a social worker. if you want to call this woman that, she had no desire to help us. She flat out told us a major lie that, she couldn't help with the paperwork or anything about the disabilities. Lie. She didn't want to help us do anything. She kept telling me things that I know for a fact is a lie. So if you're ever at University Methodist, don't expect a social worker to help you. Don't expect a lot of them to help you. But for now, a little while ago, he was doing okay. They weaned him off the big special oxygen machine. Had a bag of water and all kinds of stuff on that machine. He is now weaned off of that one for now, as long as his oxygen saturation stays up, and he's been connected to the wall oxygen. So that's going good. I wouldn't leave the room until I knew he was okay. His heart rate is still high for someone, laying in bed being still. It's still high. I'm keeping my cool and my shit together best I can. Because he needs me. And I'm not going to fail him. So we have a very long, hard road ahead of us. But we're going to make it one way or another. Both of us too stubborn to fail. I'm going to try to keep y'all posted as much as I can. And like I said, this is also a record of some of the crap that's been going on. Uh, but other than that, that's what we know for now. Like I said, this is April 6th. As we've been here a week now. A week. And we're just now finding out the truth. Finding out the truth, y'all. I knew it was worse than they let on. Because they don't life flight people for no reason from one hospital to another. Not when it would have been very easily able to be took by ambulance. I knew it was bad then. I just didn't know how bad. Like I said, I'm keeping my cool. Try not to cry. But sometimes you just gotta let the tears flow to heal. And there's nothing shameful in tears. I ask, please continue to keep us in your prayers. We're going to make it through this one way or another. He's not going nowhere no time soon, if I can help it. I will answer y'all's comments as soon as I can. Just hang in there, please. Hang in there. Know that I love you each dearly and more than you know. And I pray that you each who are praying May you be blessed beyond belief for your kindness and your love. Because what you do is very important. Now, we don't know when he's going to get out of the hospital. They're not going to let him go until his blood pressure is stable. And like I said, his body's fighting it like crazy. His body's fighting that medicine like crazy. But eventually, and I hate the thought that he has been polluted so much with all these chemicals. But I've come to terms with the fact that it's what's keeping him alive right now. Because she's looking for a car. You gotta laugh every once in a while. It's good medicine. Unfortunately, it's medicine that he's on's keeping him alive. I will update y'all as soon as I know more. And I can't thank y'all enough for hanging in there with us along this roller coaster ride. Because with this record that I'm keeping in these videos, I don't want nobody else to ever have to go through this. Nobody should. Nobody. Nobody. Especially not in this country nor any other country. I love y'all. We'll get back to making videos hopefully soon. Right now, I can make videos out the window of clouds. I have seen a lot of interesting clouds. Because when you're staring out a window praying, you watch the clouds. I've now had a dragonfly come visit me at the window, on the other side of the window, on the 6th floor and the 7th floor. And then yesterday I had a sparrowhawk come at me and swoop up to the top of the building right above me. Prayers are being answered. And we're going to make it through this. Now my next route of defense is to hopefully get the patient advocate to do something, because the social worker is useless. And that's really sad. When people need help, the people in positions that are supposed to help sure don't want to do their jobs no more. Alright, I'm going to wrap this up because I don't want to ramble, because this is going to be a fairly long video. I just wanted to talk to y'all in a little bit better state of mind, because this morning was a massive information dump that nobody should have to sit through, especially when the darkness comes to light and you know the truth. And the truth is a whole lot of weight to carry. Y'all take care. Y'all stay safe. Everyone in these tornadoes, yes, y'all are in my prayers. It's been horrible. Praying for everybody and Junior. Everyone take care. Stay safe and sound as best you can out there. I love you. And hopefully before long, we're going to get to digging in the dirt. Because I need some dirt therapy. I need a massive amount of dirt therapy. I need to dig in the dirt and grow a bunch of things and bring forth life. And it's going to happen soon, y'all. Real soon. I'm staying positive with this. Because nothing's more somber than putting in concrete somebody's death wishes. Especially when you're not ready to do that. Alright, y'all. Love you. I'm going to quit rambling. Y'all take care. I'll see you soon. And may you each be blessed.